flip-flop doesn't matter.
We are the only one to which every party is looking for.
Winnability is an important factor. But when it comes to running the government, the face is Nitish Kumar.
If a chief minister goes to jail, remaining the chief minister, where does the fault lie?
Any mediocre can come because of the family background and become a leader.
It's an issue.
So Vijay Chaudhary and Sanjay Jha, thank you very much for joining us. I know the middle of election season. Are you busy or are you pretending to be busy?
Yeah, we are really busy.
We journalists only pretend.
You know, that can be your choice, but on our side, this is a compulsion.
But I just wanted to understand, and it's not just you, it is the story of India today. Till January 27th, you were fighting to overthrow or against Modi. Now you're fighting with Modi. How do you justify that? What were the reasons? Was it ideological? Was it financial? Was it CBI, ED cases? These are the three reasons that people ask, why do people switch? What are in both your cases, January 27 to now, turned upside down?
You must be remembering that we got confidence of the people of Bihar, or people of Bihar confided or trusted us as NDA partners only. First, you must remember, that was meant for overthrowing the much so-called Jungle Raj. That was the original formation of JDU and BJP.
Way back in,
suppose it started in 1994, 97. And ultimately we could make it in 2005.
Right.
So that is the original formation, where we stand today also.
1994, you were Congress.
I was in Congress. I joined JDU in 2005, as I told you earlier. Right. But I was watching. I was careful about all the political happenings. For some time, some issues of ideological issues, you can say it, that cropped up.
Like what?
Like say, initially we were apprehensive in say Ram Mandir. But even on that count, as BJP or as the PM did it the way, that was our demand. It should be resolved by mutual agreement or mutual consent, or it should be all the parties should go by the verdict of the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court gave verdict, and even the central government or Prime Minister went by it. So that was resolved. So certain ideological issues on which we were having reservations, with the course of time, finally got resolved amicably. So that brought us again closer. So that was the
But there's been a lot of back and forth. And so what about you, sir? January 27th, what happened that suddenly, well, I mean, it's back and forth happening a lot in Bihar, right?
That's true, but we fought even 2020 election.
Right.
The government which is there as NDA.
Yes.
BJP and JDU fought together in 2020 also. Yes, there is a flip-flop.
Flip-flop, I didn't use that word. You used it.
Yeah, I use this word. But I tell you that it's a natural alliance. Even we go to people in the area, they don't think that JDU people and our earlier allies, they can work together.
But don't they feel flip-flop? I vote for you one, then it's flip, then it's flop, and you could flip-flop again.
No.
Do they say that? What do people say about this flip-flop?
The people don't say anything. People look for Nitish Kumar's work largely. And that is why in last 18 years, I can tell you, uh, whoever it is, the face is Nitish Kumar in election. When it comes to assembly election, people vote for Nitish Kumar's face as a chief minister. It's quite long and place like Bihar.
But he also is known as flip-flop.
He delivered in Bihar.
Flip-flop doesn't matter.
Flip-flop doesn't matter. Yes, I don't. It matters, but he tried. He tried his best because I was going around with him. He tried his best in last 8-9 months. Nothing happened. We have seen oppositions very closely. We have seen Congress leaders very closely. Nothing happened. They are not fighting election. Even probably they are thinking of fighting in 2029. They are given up 2024. That I have seen.
But politics in Bihar is even more fungible. In the last assembly elections, Chirag Paswan did all he could to damage you. Now he's back in. Hams and Kushwa are back in. So is politics just about winnability? Winnability must always be a criterion. But is it only about winnability?
Winnability is an important factor. But when it comes to running the government, I told you the face is Nitish Kumar. And he takes a call when it comes to the governance.
In corporate life, they say that 10 years, the chief executive, he runs out of, like most human beings, it's such a pressure job. He runs out of steam. Do you think in politics people never run out of steam, or should there be a term limit?
There should be. Should be.
Yeah.
If you ask me personally, there should be a term limit.
Is it not true that you were worried that going into an election like this, that you would be number 2 in the alliance? While if you went with the BJP, you would be allowed to stay in power. And secondly, isn't it true that BJP also is not confident enough after 20 years of being able to form a majority in this state, and therefore actually needed you as much as you needed them?
As you told, did we worry? One thing we must assure you, that we never worry. We never worry because of our strength and our USP of our party, our leader. One thing you must have noticed, that even if we switched over from NDA to NDA, as you must have noticed, or earlier also, as my friend told you, the credibility of our leader, the face or the faith of the people of Bihar in his governance, that remains intact. That is one thing you must notice. If at all we have changed sides, again, we are the only one to which every party is looking for.
But you're saying that, and they call him, this is not my flip-flop Nitish, that has not affected his credibility, that he's voted in one party, he switches to another, then just goes back and forth. Doesn't it affect credibility? Because he was mentioning credibility.
Vijay Babu said that I can tell you about Bihar. Bihar peoples have faith in him. Faith in him. So if he has, I told you, even in the ground, our workers and supporters were jittery with RJD. They were giving feedbacks. It's not working. They have not changed. Their culture had not changed. So he has also a feedback from the ground to run the party and government. I don't want to go in details. So he takes a call.
We want to know those details one day. So you are saying that you are supporting all movements against Mr. Modi until January 27. Then he did what you wanted, and therefore you said it's okay to join him rather than fight him. People want me to ask you that Ayodhya, everybody is in favor of Ayodhya, but to convert it into convert religion into politics, and to use it for divisive purposes, does that worry you? That's the question everybody wants to ask. Should religion be used for dividing the country?
Ayodhya is not at all a political issue. The Prime Minister and all parties have agreed, or leaders from all parties have said or issued statements on that. There have been accusations that it is being made a political issue.
Right.
And which issue would become political or not, that is decided by the people of India only. It hardly matters.
No, sorry.
Matters
You
which
politicians,
issue.
you politicians tell us ordinary Indians what to do. Can't blame the people. Sir.
It hardly matters what I like to make an issue.
What do you make? What do you make of this?
No, but
dividing.
Ayodhya was a settlement, a resolution of a national debatable issue. That is all.
Sir, you decide what is politics. So when you use religion to divide, is that what does that worry you?
No, we don't at all use religion to divide. How can a religion can divide? A religion cannot divide. You cannot perceive a religion to be divisive. How can a religion can divide? Religion,
Sir,
religion,
how many Muslim MPs, how many Muslim candidates are there in the BJP?
Religion.
How many?
Religion teaches to synthesize.
That's
not
what it
to
should
divide.
do. Does this worry you in a democracy? All the data shows that 85 to 90% of ED and CBI charges are against members of the opposition parties, not against the BJP. And if they join the BJP, those are dropped. Does this worry you as a democracy, India as a democracy?
There are two ramifications of it. First thing, wherever the ED or CBI or income tax or any of these premium investigating agency goes, what is the ultimate outcome? And if at all some anomalies, some fraud, some defalcation, some corruption charges are ultimately proved by the seizure out of raid done by these agencies, how can you say that that is out of vendetta?
That's fair. But 85 to 90% opposition, that's all.
Let me complete.
You're right. What you're saying is right.
Let me complete. That is right. And another thing, if at all any corruption charges on, say, people or leaders belonging to ruling formation, that comes out and that is not investigated, then you can say that this is not fair.
So you think it may not be fair? You think it may not be fair, this 90%, 10%?
No, this is...
And chief ministers being put in jail. Is this good for democracy? That's all I just ask you. An honest thing, does it worry you?
If you say that chief ministers are being put in jail,
you could be...
that is due to the chief minister only. There have been chief ministers who preferred to resign before going jail. And if a chief minister goes to jail, remaining the chief minister, where does the fault lie?
Achha, not
that moral compunction should be with the person concerned.
Sir, it doesn't worry you.
And we have chief ministers like Hemant Soren, even like our Bihari chief minister Laluji, who resigned before going there.
That's not the point. Sorry. That is diverting the issue. You are charging chief ministers with major crimes.
No, you are bypassing the main focus of any issue. That is what I am trying to bring forward. That if, as you told, the chief minister going to jail, it is simply... I agree to your point that if chief minister goes jail, that is not good for democracy.
Charges against forget the jail part. Forget the jail part.
If a chief minister prefers to go to jail,
No, sir.
remaining the chief
Sir,
minister,
you're twisting
whose
the
fault
issue.
is this?
Sir, you're twisting the issue. It's
No,
not jail.
I am not. You are
Sir,
twisting the
no,
you
I'm
are
giving
trying to twist the issue.
No. Sir, listen, can I repeat? Large, serious charges against chief minister after chief minister, not against BJP. Does it not worry you? Just tell me, it doesn't worry you.
That is one thing. This is a principle.
This is democracy.
Rajay, this is a principle of our party and our leader that remain transparent and you need not fear of anything.
But just one question.
No, even Nitish Kumar was in opposition. We were there.
It doesn't worry.
No, I don't know, but one thing I know, as he said, but it is not worry us that chief minister is in jail. I don't know how Delhi is functioning. That shows his... No.
The charges being given against mainly 80 to 90% against opposition only, nothing against BJP. You switch to BJP, charges forgotten. Does this worry you at all?
That was there before also, even in Congress time.
Did it worry you then?
It happened before also.
Did it worry you then? Does it worry you now?
No, it happened in Congress time also. We have
So that justifies it.
We have seen how CBI was functioning at that time also.
Double engine Sarkar for 10 years. If you look at Bihar's performance, economic performance, I was telling somebody the other day that there's a professor at IIM Ahmedabad who's done research to show that Bihar and eastern UP, the migration that has taken place in the last 100 or 200 years is the largest in the world. And this is continuing. The question is, does that worry you on the economic front? And does that concern you, the fact that you are becoming slowly, once, let's be honest, I've got to go to up there or down there, God knows where, and I'm much older than Nitish Kumar.
Down.
I'm much older than Nitish Kumar. So one day he has to go. There is no second line that one can, from the outside, visibly see. Do you see a slow movement of your party towards the BJP?
Simple thing is, the average international growth rate, India's growth rate is even double than that. Annual growth rate 22-23 of international global, it is just 3.12%. Whereas India's growth rate has been around 7%, 22-23. And about Bihar, we feel proud to say that our growth rate in 2022-23, it was 10.6%. And that was the maximum state-wise in India. So that is the economic scenario also. We must factor in.
The political question about whether you will be eaten up over a period, just the way Shiv Sena has been, by the BJP.
No, we cannot be eaten up. How can a principle, a political ideology, a political standing can be eaten up by anyone? Suppose Modi being so popular in the country, is Congress nowhere? Socialists are still there in so many states, being so, you can say, with the passage of time, being weak or like that. Even that political ideology remains always there. For some time it remains as undercurrent, sometime it becomes overcurrent.
GDP of per capita of your state from 2011 to today has gone from 30,000 to about 50,000. You are the only state, and UP, which have a per capita income below 1 lakh. So if you look at a 10-year period, you may have done 10% last year, but over 10 years, you've not done any growth. You look at states like MP and Rajasthan, which were closer to you 15, 20 years ago, they have all crossed 1 lakh, and your state remains where it is. That's one. Secondly, today or yesterday, there was a survey that showed the support or trust in Nitish is now down to 26% compared to 55% for Mr. Modi.
So one thing I would like to tell you. First thing is that it is, of course, it is important that where do we stand today on economic front. But even more important point is in which way we are going. If you are going downward, that is an alarming situation. If we are going upward, that is an appreciable situation. Then again, you have to factor in the geographical and historical background of a poor state like Bihar. How can you compare with Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat or any other state? Do we have mines of diamond and gold? Do we have 100,000 kilometers of coastal line? Do we have that anything natural resource?
But MP lost Chhattisgarh.
No, not, we were not having it after 2000. That also went to Jharkhand. And in fact, when we were having that, we have improved our position.
So can I just ask you to be honest? Could you be minister in the RJD government in 2-3 years from now? What? You said flip-flop.
No.
No chance.
No chance. No chance.
10% chance?
No chance.
Could you be RJD, Congress?
Not at all, no.
No for now.
Not no for now. It is a no for no. You must sense it. You must consider it no for no.
Not no for now.
No for no.
Not no for now. So what worries you currently in the politics and in this election? Be honest about it. What worries you?
Worries means what? I don't know.
I mean, what are the factors? Division in India, low economic growth. You see, what we have to understand, if we are happy with 7%, India is going to be poor for another 100 years. We have a low base. China, I have followed China for 30 years. They took off when they went from 7% to 12 to 14%. We have to aim for 12 to 14, not be saying 7% double, because we are a low base, very poor country. Doesn't that worry you?
I think the Prime Minister is talking about 5 trillion economy.
You know what our population is for 5 trillion? It's still a very low per capita income. These are the factors that affect everyday life, not global figures, macro figures, micro.
But I think after this corona thing, the economy is doing very decent enough. But whatever I followed...
you have to be satisfied with 12%, not 7%. 7% means you double your income every...
I think after this election, if we have a stable government in Delhi, definitely they have something in mind about getting double-digit growth rate.
We've been asked to ask you, we asked what questions would you like. Is the worrisome about Nitish not being fully there as he was? I mean, I've known Nitish also for many years. Does it worry you?
No, I don't think so, because he's been very active.
There's no worry.
No, he has been doing yatras even in last year also.
What were the 3 major issues today in this campaign? And do you feel that you will keep the seats that you got last time, the 39?
The major issue first is development, another corruption, and another nepotism.
But you've allied with somebody, you accuse family politics and you have Mr. Paswan in your party. Are you indirectly attacking him? Are you attacking him?
That is a different thing, but it's an issue.
It's an issue. So you're attacking your ally.
I am saying just that it's an issue.
So you are
It's a
attacking your
fact.
ally. What do you feel?
It's a
No, it's an issue. Absolutely.
Family politics.
Any mediocre can come because of the family background and become a leader. So it's an issue. It's an issue.
I wonder what Mr. Paswan feels about that.
No, it's an issue.
It is an issue.
It's an issue.
What are the main issues as you see them?
Development for
Which is employment really.
employment really, migration as you said, that's a huge migration. So unless we have some investment here, unless we have some industry here, unless we have more economic development, then only we'll hold the migration. That's an issue for us in the state.
Thank you very much.